Good morning. I hope you and your family members will be healthy and happy. Today we start the raised question of exercise 4.2. Okay? Now the second question of question number 2. A cottage industry produces a certain number of toys in a day. The cost of production of each toy in rupees was found to be 55 minus the number of toy produced in a day. On a particular day, the total cost of production was rupees 750. We would like to find out the number of toys produced on that day. Okay, it means that if the number of toy produced in a day is equal to x, then cost of production of each toy on that day be 55 minus x rupees 55 minus x, because 55 less minus the number of toys produced in a day. Okay, so we write here solution. Let the number of toys produced in a day be x. Then cost of production of each toy on that day be rupees 55 minus x. Now, according to the question, the question said on a particular day the total cost of production was rupees 750. So the cost of one toy is 55 minus x, and the total number of production in a day is x. So we multiply x into 55 minus x, that is equal to 750, implies 55x minus x square is equal to 750, implies 55x minus x square minus 750 is equal to 0. Now we multiply on both sides LHS and RHS by minus 1. Then we get x square minus 55x plus 750 is equal to 0. Now we divide 750 in a factor of two number, that is the difference of that number is 55. Sorry, difference of this add of this number is 55. So that is the number is 30 into 25, implies x square minus 30x minus 25x plus 750 is equal to 0. implies x is common, then x minus 30 minus 25 is common, then x minus 30 is equal to 0. Implies x minus 30 is common, then we get x minus 25 is equal to 0. Implies x minus minus 30 is equal to 0, or x minus 25 is equal to 0. Implies x is equal to 30 or x is equal to 25. Hence, the number of toys produced on that day produced on that day was 25 or 30. That is our answer. Now the next question, question number 3. Now question number 3 is, find two numbers whose sum is 27 and product is 182. Solution. Let one number be x, then other number be the 27 minus x. Now according to the question, the product of the number is 182. So we write here x into 27 minus x is equal to 182. Implies 27x minus x square, 182 go to the side, 100 minus 182 is equal to 0. Implies now you multiply minus 1 in both sides, then we get x square in plus, 27x in the symbol minus, and 182 in symbol plus. That is equal to 0. Now we factorize 182 in two parts. Suppose that these two parts, sum of these two parts is equal to 27. So we write here 182 13 into 14. 13 into 14. So we write here x square minus 13x minus 14x plus 182 is equal to 0. Implies x is common, x minus 13 minus 14 is common, x minus 13, that is equal to 0. Implies x minus 13 is common, then we get x minus 14, that is equal to 0. Plus x minus 13 is equal to 0, or x minus 14 is equal to 0. That is x is equal to 13 or x is equal to 14. Hence the numbers are numbers are 13 and 14. Answer. Now the question number 4. Now the question number 4 is, Find two consecutive positive integers sum of whose square is 365. Solution. If suppose that one positive integer is x, then the consecutive second consecutive positive number is x plus 1. Okay, so we write here, let the two consecutive integers be x and x plus 1. According to the question, the sum of whose square, okay, is 360. So we write here x square plus x plus 1 the whole square is equal to 365, implies x square plus a plus b the whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square, that is equal to 365, implies x square plus x square 2x square plus 2x plus 1 minus 365 is equal to 0. 2x square plus 2x minus 364, that is equal to 0. Now we divide this equation by 2, then we get x square plus x minus 2 1 2, 16, 2 8 16, 2 2 4, 182, that is equal to 0. Again, this is question just like question number 2. X square plus 14x minus 13x minus 182, that is equal to 0, implies x is common, then x minus x plus 14 minus 13 is common, x minus 14, that is equal to 0, implies x x plus 14, x plus 14 is common, then we get x minus 13 is, that is equal to 0, implies x plus 14 is equal to 0 or x minus 13 is equal to 0, implies x is equal to minus 14 or x is equal to 13. Then minus 14 is rejected because it is a negative integer. Implies x is equal to 13. We write here minus 14 is rejected because it is a negative integer. Hence, the two consecutive positive integer are 13 and 13 plus 1, that is equal to 14. That is our answer, 13 and 14. The next question, question number 5. Now, question number 5 is the altitude of a right triangle is 7 centimeter less than its base. If the hypotenuse is 30 centimeter, find the other two sides. Now solution, let base be x centimeter, then altitude be this is the 7 centimeter less than its base, so the altitude be is x minus 7 centimeter. Now by Pythagoras theorem, we know that by Pythagoras theorem, base square plus hypotenuse square is equal base square plus altitude square is equal to hypotenuse square. So we write here, by Pythagoras theorem, base square plus altitude square is equal to hypotenuse square. Implies x square plus x minus 7 the whole square, that is equal to 13 square. Implies x square plus x square this is, we expand this the formula a minus b the whole square, that is equal to a square minus 2ab 2 into x into 7 plus b square, that is 7 square, is equal to 13 square 169. Implies 2x square minus 14x plus 14 minus 169, that is equal to 0. Implies 2x square minus 14x minus 120, that is equal to 0. Now this equation is divided by 2, then we get x square minus 7x minus 60, that is equal to 0. Now we write x square 60, 12 5 are 60, so minus 12x plus 5x minus 60, that is equal to 0. Implies x is common, then x minus 12 plus 5 is common, then we get x minus 12, that is equal to 0. Implies x minus 12 is common, then we get x plus 5 is equal to 0. Implies x minus 2 is equal to 0 or x plus 5 is equal to 0. Implies x is equal to 12 or x is equal to minus 5. Minus 5 is rejected because side can never be negative. Okay. Implies x is equal to 12. We write here minus 5 is rejected. As sides can never be negative. negative. Hence, base is equal to 12 centimeter and altitude is equal to 12 minus 7 is equal to 5 centimeter. That is our answer. Now the question number 6. This is the last question of this exercise. Now the question number 6 is, a cotton industry produced a certain number of pottery article in a day. It was observed on a particular day that the cost of production of each article in rupees was 3 more than twice the number of articles produced on that day. If the total cost of production on that day was rupees 90, find the number of articles produced and the cost of each article. Now, solution. Let total number of pottery article produced in a day be X. Then the cost of each article is equal to, the total cost is 90, so, and the total number of article is X, so the cost of one article is 90 minus X, rupees 90 minus rupees 90 by X. Okay, according to the question say that the cost of production of each article was 3 more than twice the number of article produced on a day. Twice the number of article. It means that 2x, twice the number of article, 3 more plus 3, that is equal to 90 by x, implies x into 2x plus 3, that is equal to 90, implies 2x square plus 3x plus a minus 90 is equal to 0. Now 92 is 180, so 15 into 12, so 2x square plus 15x minus 12x minus 90, that is equal to 0, implies x is common, then 2x plus 15 minus 12 is common, minus 6 is common, then 2x minus plus 15, that is equal to 0, implies 2x plus 15 is common, then we get x minus 6, that is equal to 0, implies 2x plus 15 is equal to 0 or x minus 6 is equal to 0, implies x is equal to minus 15 by 2 or x is equal to 6. Minus 15 by 2 is rejected because a number of article is not in a fraction form. minus 15 by 2 is rejected. Therefore x is equal to 6. Hence number of article produced per day is equal to 6, and cost of production per article is equal to 90 by 6 is equal to rupees 19 by 6, that is equal to rupees 15. This is our answer, rupees 15. That's all. Thank you.